도착을 했습니다. 대나무가 우리를 반겨주고 있고요. 네. 감사합니다. 오호. 별인 중록원. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm in Jungnogon, the beautiful bamboo forest, which is Tamyang in Korea. I've been actually here quite a few times. This place is one of my favorite places in Korea. You know, there's something so calming about being completely surrounded with bamboo. And when you just walk through these tall, endless ducks, it just like kind of feel like I'm stepping out of a reality for a bit. Total healing vibe, right? Honestly, just walking through Jungnogon with this beautiful bamboo trees, green and wind, that's just the whole experience all its own. So if you're ever planning to visit Korea, I highly recommend to visit here. Today, I also want to share one of the little fun story in Jungnogon. That story always comes to mind when I visit here. So just come with me, let's go there together.
40대부터 가자. 40대 과연 성공. 30대 와 성공.
Yikes.
천연 과일로 만든 아이스크림이래.
아 그래? 초콜릿은?
그러니까 초콜릿은
카카오?
어떤 과일로 만든 거야? 맛있어.
So for a distance, because of the distance, my voice can't hear it well. So I'm gonna recording using my phone. 그래서 여기 중록원 안쪽으로 오다 보면 여기 I told this story about before. 임금님 기는 당나귀 길. So let's get inside. 옛날에 한국에는 왕이 있었습니다. 왕이 있었는데 귀가 점점 길어지는 이상한 병에 걸린 왕이 있었어요. 이렇게 당나귀 귀처럼요. 그래서 이 왕은 그 비밀을 숨기려고 머리를 길게 길었어요. 이 머리를 잘랐던 이발사가 있는데 그 이발사만이 왕의 이 무거운 엄청난 비밀을 알고 있었습니다. 문제는 그 다음부터였는데 이 이발사가 이렇게 큰 비밀을 안고 있다 보니까 점점 마음에 병이 생기기 시작한 거예요. 밥도 못 먹고 잠도 못 자고 마음에 병이 생기기 시작했어요. 그래서 어느 날 이렇게 갑갑한 마음을 풀고자 이발사가 여기 있는 이 중록원에 달려와서 땅을 파고 이렇게 막 소리를 질렀습니다. 임금님 귀는 당나귀기! 임금님 귀는 당나귀기! 말을 하니까 이발사는 속이 후련해졌어요. 마음의 병이 나은 것처럼요. 이거 완전 재밌는 이야기긴 한데 모두들 공감되죠? 이 이발사의 이야기. Let's break down today's expression one by one. The first expression, 마음에 병이 생기다. 마음 is your heart and 병 is sickness. So 마음에 병이 생기다, it literally means the sickness grows in your heart. In the story, you remember the barber? After knowing the king's secret, he couldn't tell anyone. He was stuck in this huge, heavy secret in his mind and had to print it like nothing happened. This is when we say 마음에 병이 생기다. It's not about being physically sick, but it's about emotional pain and mental distress that builds up inside. So it's like saying I was dying inside. 마음에 병이 생기다. So I like this person a lot. But we're just good friends, like really good friends. She tells me everything. She even talks to me about her crushes. And I just sit there smiling like, haha, yeah, that's cool. But inside, my heart is dying. 마음에 병이 생기다. Really. 마음에 병이 생기다. 마음에 병이 생기다. 마음에 병이 생기다. Our second expression, 속이 후련하다. Yes, this is the good part. After bottling up his feelings for so long, the barber ran into the bamboo forest and shouted like, 임금님 귀는 당나귀 귀. Once he let it all out, he felt a huge sense of relief. That's when we say 속이 후련하다. 속 is your inside or gut, and 후련하다 is weight being lifted. It's the feeling you get when you finally say something you've been holding it. Like after a big fight, you finally confess something that's been eating at you. You could translate it as what a relief or I feel so much better. Our previous video, do you remember the similar or almost same expressions that we learned today? Which is 속이 뻥 뚫리다. Yes, in my 여수 video, I said 속, your inside or gut, 뻥 뚫리다. It's also same meaning as oh, what a relief. I feel so much better. If it's your first time to hear it, please check this video. Okay, I couldn't take it anymore. So one day, I just said it. I like you. Not as a friend, I really like you. She looked super surprised. I thought, okay, this is the end of our friendship. But you know what? I didn't care. I finally said what I wanted. 속이 진짜 후련했어. And guess what? She said she likes me too. 속이 후련하다. 속이 후련하다. 속이 후련하다. Before we wrap up, let's do a quick recap today. First, 마음에 병이 생기다. The sickness grows in your heart. Second, 속이 후련하다 means to feel relief, water relief. And honestly, I think we've all been there. Holding in, pretend nothing happened, and deep down, struggling. I think the best way you can do for this situation, try to find your own bamboo forest. Yell it out, write it down, and tell a friend whatever helps. Because in the end, 말해야 속이 후련하기 때문에. You speak up and then you feel better. So thanks for watching my video with this beautiful bamboo forest. And until next time, 안녕!